Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Halloween Eve. And today we had giant monsters. Now, I kind of went a little bit different. Instead of like doing like Godzilla, King Kong, something like that, I decided to go with the Blob. And I did a double feature. I watched both of them, the original and the 88. And of course, the 58 version, 1958. Sorry, my dog's being fidgety. As IMDb 6.4 out of 10. I found it on Crackle for free with ads. I don't think there was anywhere else for free, but Crackle had it. 88 version. IMDb gives it a 6.5 out of 10. I could not find it free anywhere unless you have Hulu TV, or I don't know, maybe it was Cinemax or something through Hulu. I just know I have Hulu with stars, and it was locked for me, so I couldn't watch it. But I have the DVD. So comes the cat. You see Max and Rogue's right down here. So if we hear any weird noises today, both animals are right here. No, I love you too, Max. The 58 version has a song in the beginning of it that is actually called The Blob, and it's actually quite catchy for a 50s song. I actually have it on my Halloween playlist. If you're interested, Spotify has it. It's called The Blob, and it's by the Five Blobs. So with this one, instead of doing a review on both of them, I thought I'd go into the kind of real story behind this movie. The real incident is based off what happened in Philadelphia in 1950 on September 26th. Two officers on patrol saw what appeared to be a parachute float down from the sky. They drove down to the landing spot. They said it was 6 feet in diameter, purple, and filled with strange crystals and was giving off a mist. Naturally, one of the police officers put their hand in it, and it left an odorless, sticky residue on there. And then it just dissolved. It just was gone. They tried to call FBI and other officers to come witness this, but by the time everybody got there, it just dissolved and disappeared. So the only witnesses are these two officers. And even supposedly when it dissolved, it left like no trace, and even the grass was not bent on anything. And apparently it was only around for about 25 minutes. But with the movies, of course, they both come from space, because that's basically what the original thing is. They both come from space. The first one is just basically an alien form. They don't really try to get into it a whole lot, but the officers and everything are kind of with the hero, at least one of them, and believes him and tries to help save the day. And they figure out, of course, Cold defeats it in both movies, so they figure out what to do with it. Both of them has kind of different endings. One of them, they send it away where it's cold, and the other one, they lock it up where it's cold. But the 58 version, they figure out that, and then the newer version, it's more of a government military experiment, like a virus basically, and then it mutates when it hits the Earth's atmosphere, because they keep it up in space. So it mutates and becomes its own living form and goes on from there. So I guess they both have somewhat of a believable spin on both movies. And I guess with space being cold, that's what they figure keeps it dormant. I guess that's where they get the cold from. I guess makes sense, because when it comes into Earth's atmosphere, it's hot on the way through, brings it to life, and then Earth's atmosphere, and it makes it mutate. But in real life, it just dissolved into nothing and had no. It didn't say anything. This It said the officer that put his hand in it had a sticky residue, but it doesn't say if that was still there when they called other people in. It didn't say that in my research or not, so I don't know if they at least had somewhat of evidence of what they had, but it is kind of odd that there is only 2 witnesses. Yes, they are officers, they're supposed to be more credible than regular everyday people, but this was also in the 50s, and back then people get kind of spooked by weird stuff, and of course monsters were more, I guess, believable, I guess, to say back then, because they believed a lot of the monster movies and stuff, at least what I understand. I could be wrong on that. But all in all, I really enjoy both Blob movies, and if I see one, I kind of like to watch the next one after that. But yeah, I would say I'm going to give them a solid 7 on both. IMDb gives it, I guess, not too much of a difference between. Of course, I like the 88 version a little bit better, but I like the song and stuff from the first movie, so I like bits from both of them. They're both really good, so a solid 7 on both movies. Definitely go check them out. Go enjoy your Halloween Eve. Make sure tomorrow you keep your pumpkins lit and have candy and follow all that stuff so Sam doesn't come and find you, if you know what I'm saying. And enjoy Halloween. Bye. Oh, tomorrow is classic horror, but since I watched the original Blob today, that could kind of count as classical, or classic, excuse me. So I might go with something different, but we'll see, because I haven't got to see Trick or Treat, and that's usually one of the things I watch every year. I love Trick or Treat with Sam. So, see you tomorrow. Bye.